Hello everyone! Welcome back here on my channel. This is me once again, Teacher Jinjin, your virtual teacher here on YouTube. Kung bago ka pa lang sa channel na ito, gumagawa ako ng mga Tagalog tutorial videos mula grade 7 hanggang grade 11. Kung interesado ka, please like, subscribe at i-click mo na rin ang notification bell para ma-notify ka kapag may bago akong upload na video. Magandang araw mga minamahal kong grade 9 students. Sa video na ito ay i-guide ko kayo sa inyong learning task number 3. Identify if the given equation is a direct, inverse, joint, or combined variation with k as the constant of variation. Disclaimer lang mga anak, pinapalitan ko yung mga given upang sa ganun ay subukan ninyong isolve yung mga nasa modules ninyo. Kasi mas magandang matuto kayo kapag kayo ang nagsisolve. Okay? Na-discuss na natin yung different types of variation. Yun ay yung direct variation, inverse, joint variation, at combined variation. So, dito tayo magbe-base para masagutan natin yung learning task number 3, letter A. Dito sa number 1, meron tayong equation dito na A is equal to Km. Sa tingin ninyo, alin dito sa apat ang katulad ng number 1? Tama, yun ay direct variation kasi constant lang at saka isang variable lang. Constant saka variable. So that would be direct variation. How about number 2? We have y is equal to kjl. Ano sa tingin ninyo ang kamukha or katulad niya dito sa ating types of variation? Tama, that is joint variation. As you can see, tatlo yung ating variables dito. Dalawa yung quantity at isang constant. So, meron tayong KJL. Ibig sabihin, ito ay joint variation. Ngayon naman, dito sa number 3, we have n equals Kn over P. Sa tingin ninyo, alin dyan ang katulad ng number 3? Is it direct, joint, inverse, or combined? Tama, itong combined variation kasi meron tayong dalawang variable dito sa taas at merong denominator na P. So, that is combined variation. Kapag combined, ito yung pinagsama-samang inverse at saka direct variation. Kapag joint naman, 2 or more quantities. Okay? How about number 4? We have x over y equals kb. Baka ma-confuse kayo dito at ang maisagot ninyo is combined variation. Sa tingin ninyo, combined variation ba yan? Pag tinitingnan kasi natin, di ba, para siyang combined variation. Pero hindi pa yan yung simplest form niya kasi meron pang denominator yung x dito. Para ma-simplify natin yan, di ba, cross-multiply natin. So that would be x over y equals kb. Cross-multiply natin. So, that would be x is equal to y times kb. So, ito na yung bago nating equation. Anong type na ng variation ito? Is it joint or direct? Tama, that is joint kasi more than 2 yung quantity niya dito sa right side. So, this is joint variation. How about naman dito sa number 5? AB equals KPQ. As you can see, parang katulad siya ng joint variation, di ba? Kasi dire-diretso, tapos tatlo dito. Pero dito kasi, dalawa pa yung variable natin dito sa left side. Ibig sabihin, hindi pa yan yung final form niya. So, para makuha natin yung simplest form, i-divide natin sa A or B para matanggal yung isang variable sa left side. So, ang i-divide natin dito is B, and then makakancel si B. Ang matitira na lang is A, and then that would be equal to KPQ over B. Sa tingin ninyo, ano yung kapareho niya dito sa apat na types of variation? Tama, yung combined variation. Kasi combination ng inverse, direct, at saka joint variation. So, this is an example of combined variation. Alright? So, tapos na natin ang learning task number 3, letter A. Ganun lang siyang kadali mga anak. Let's proceed to learning task number 3, letter B. Write the equation of variation and solve for the constant of variation. So, meron tayong table dito at ang given na variable is P at saka Q. Sa direct variation, kapag kukuhanin natin yung equation nito, that would be Q is equal to KP. So, nandito na yung summary ng mga equations natin. Ibig sabihin, kapag kukunin natin yung K dito sa direct variation, that is equal to Q over P. Sa direct square variation naman, that is Q equals KP squared. At ang constant of variation dito sa direct square variation is Q over P squared. Then, lastly, meron tayong inverse variation, that is Q equals K over P. At ang constant variation niya is K is equal to PQ. Okay? Naituro ko naman na sa inyo kung paano kinukuha yung mga K dito. Na-derive lang yung constant variation dito sa ating equation na to. Bakit natin hindi sinali yung joint tsaka combined? Kasi dalawa lang naman yung quantity dito. P tsaka Q lang. Kaya ang kasali lang is direct at tsaka inverse. Okay? So, paano nga ba natin kukunin yung equation kapag table yung given? Ang una natin gagawin is itatry muna natin kung anong type of variation siya, whether it's direct ba, direct square ba, or inverse. Pero paano natin malalaman kung anong type of variation siya? Kunin muna natin yung K. Kung yung K ay pare-pareho ng answer or mayroong common ratio, ibig sabihin, yun yung type ng variation. For example, ang itatry muna natin is direct variation. Kunin natin yung constant niya. That is Q over P, di ba? By substitution, dito muna tayo sa first na column. Ang Q natin dito is 7 divided by, ang P natin is 1. So, 7 divided by 1 equals 7. Ngayon, itry naman natin yung second column. Dapat, kung 7 yung sagot niya, direct variation siya. I-try natin. So, that would be 28 divided by 2 equals 14. Okay. Dito pa lang hindi na equal yung constant. Ibig sabihin, hindi pwede yung direct variation. So, i-try natin yung direct square variation. Ito naman ang gagamitin nating equation. K is equal to Q over P squared. Try natin. Ang Q natin dito is 7 over ang P natin is 1. 1 squared is equal to 1. So, 7 divided by 1 equals 7. Now, let's try dito sa second column. Ang Q natin is 28 over 2 squared is equal to 4. So, 28 divided by 4 is equal to 7. So, pareho sila, di ba? Ngayon, itry rin natin yung nasa tatlong column kasi kailangan sigurado tayo kung pare-pareho ba yung K niya. So, we have 63 divided by 3 squared. So, 63 divided by 9 is equal to positive 7 din. Dito sa direct square variation, equal yung nakuha nating K. Ibig sabihin, ang gagamitin nating equation ay ito. Q equals KP squared. So, ang constant natin or yung K natin is yung 7. By substitution, palitan lang natin yung K dito ng 7. So, magiging Q is equal to, yung K natin is 7, then P squared. Okay, yan na yung equation ng table number 1. Now, bakit tatanungin ninyo bakit hindi pwede yung inverse variation? Going back to the definition of direct variation, pag nag-i-increase itong nasa taas at nag-i-increase din yung nasa baba, ibig sabihin direct siya. Kapag sa inverse naman, increasing yung isa naman decreasing. So, pwedeng baliktad yan. Pwedeng decreasing yung nauna at increasing yung pangalawa. Kaya ang pwede lang nating pagpilian is either direct lang tsaka direct square. Naintindihan? Next, let's proceed sa number 2. Anong na-observe ninyo dito sa P? Di ba tumataas siya? How about naman dito sa Q? Bumababa yung value niya. So, ibig sabihin, hindi pwede yung direct kasi dapat increasing na pareho or decreasing na pareho. Eh dito, increasing yung isa, yung nasa baba is decreasing. So, ang pwede lang natin gamitin dito is inverse variation. Okay, yun lang. Hindi naman pwedeng joint kasi dadalawa lang naman yan. Para makita natin kung inverse variation nga ba siya, kunin muna natin yung mga constant values. So, ang constant natin dito is K equals P times Q. By substitution, that is, K is equal to 4 times 16 equals 64. Dito naman sa second column, that is 8 times 8 equals 64. Pareho sila, diba? And then sa third column, we have 16 times 4 equals 64 din. Dito naman, 32 times 2 equals 64. At dito sa pang-limang column is 64 times 1 equals 64. So, na-prove na natin na inverse variation nga siya kasi pare-pareho yung constant value. Meaning, ang gagamitin nating equation ay Q equals K over P. Papalitan lang natin yung K ng 64 kasi yun yung K natin. So, that would be Q is equal to 64 over P. Okay? So, yan na mga anak yung sagot niya. Q equals 64 over P. Let's move on to number 3. So, dito naman, anong napapansin niyo dito sa P? Increasing yung P. How about dito sa baba? So, 16 to 1, decreasing siya, di ba? Ibig sabihin, ang gagamitin din natin dito is inverse variation. Kasi increasing at saka decreasing yung mga values natin. Kagaya lang din na ang ginawa natin sa number 2, kunin lang natin yung K, that is P times Q. By substitution, that is 3 times 16 equals 48. Dito naman, that is 6 times 8 equals 48. Next is 12 times 4 equals 48. 24 times 2 equals 48. And 48 times 1 is equal to 48. Ibig sabihin, ang value ng K natin is 48 at ang equation natin is Q equals 48 over P. Okay, di ba madali lang siya kapag inverse? Let's proceed sa number 4. We have 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. And then dito naman 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Anong napapansin niyo sa mga values? Increasing yung nasa taas, yung mga P, at increasing din yung nasa baba. Ibig sabihin, ang pwede nating pagpilian is either direct or direct square variation. I-try natin kung direct siya. Kunin natin yung K at tingnan natin kung pare-pareho ba yung magiging value niya. So, that would be Q over P. Dito naman, so we have 2 divided by 4 is equal to 1/2. Or reduced to lowest term, that would be equal to 1/2. Then 4 over 8 equals 1/2 then. Then 6 divided by 12 equals 1/2. 8 over 16 is 1/2 then. And 10 divided by 20 is equal to 1/2. Ibig sabihin, dito na tayo sa direct variation. And that is Q equals, ang K natin is 1/2 P. Simplify natin, 1 times P is equal to P over 2. The final answer is Q equals P over 2 and this is a direct variation. Alright? Abangan ninyo yung susunod na learning task sa susunod na video. Kung nakatulong ito sa inyong mga anak, please don't forget to like this video at mag-comment na rin kayo sa baba. Once again, stay home, stay safe, stay healthy at mag-aral ng mabuti. God bless you all and goodbye!